Hello, welcome to Razmafzar TV. This is Hayden Lewis. Today I'm filming in what I like to call the dungeon, because my garage is a dungeon. Always got a million things going on in here. It's cold and raining, so I prefer not to bring this out into the rain. So what this is a Shamshir I had made by Damascus SteelCrafts from eBay, also known as Shilpi Handicrafts by Jai Sri. This is a heavy war Shamshir I had made. I hand-picked the grip, the blade, the scabbard cloth, whatever you want to call it. It draws very nicely from the scabbard, and it has a lot of heft. I weighed it earlier. What I typically do is I get my device that I use to measure draw weight, and I'll hang the sword from it in its scabbard, and then I'll take the sword out and weigh the scabbard by itself and then subtract the difference. This scabbard is really light, and for some reason my measuring device couldn't pick it up. But with the scabbard and the Shamshir, it is about 1.15 kilograms. So if you multiply that by 2.2, you're looking roughly 2.5 pounds, give or take. That's just rough estimation in my head. So this is the grip. Here's the blade. It has two fullers. Has a Yalman raised back edge. Now I put this edge on myself because it was a bit dull as per Indian law, but it was close to having an edge. So some of the grinding may not have been as professional. Scratching the blade a bit, not too bad though, but I use my Shamshirs for training, so I'm not too worried about it. The grip fits perfectly in my hand. There's really no play, so I have complete control of it. And a hammer grip. You can try, at least for me, you can try a handshake grip, right? But it kind of gets cramped, so, and the heft of it. So this is predominantly for me locking in this hammer grip here. If you look at the handle, it has grooves. The bookshop, the handle has grooves. So when you grasp it, your hand is locked in. Now, I hand chose the blade. I wanted a heavy one. I wanted a heavy war Shamshir. At its base, I measured that it's around 8 millimeters. And then it tapers towards the center about 4. And then towards the very tip, it is about 3. Now, one thing I do want to point out is I did hit some things I didn't intend to while practicing in here because it is cramped. So I did bend the tip slightly. And let me see if I can find it right here. I did hit this Yalman, and it's shown me that the steel is actually quite tough. I sharpened it at a 20-degree angle, which is rather steep, and it's holding up pretty tight, and I hit that edge really hard. So you can tell this was hand hammered. If you look at the spine, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but you can see that it was hammered by hand. Supposedly this is an antique blade that was put on here. This is what's interesting to me, is this mark right here. Has some patina over it. It either looks like a hammer mark, but it kind of looks like another, maybe possibly another blade hit it right there, which is interesting. But it could just be a hammer mark or just being banged around. This was sitting in a depot. This blade was a bare blade for a long time and was sitting in a depot for a long time until I hand selected it. But yeah, this is my new Shamshir. Despite its weight, it balances well. Like, I can completely relax and just manipulate it, right? And the grip size really helps with the manipulation. The grooves in the handle locks it in your hand, right? So it handles very well despite its heft. Its point of balance, let's look at that. I'm trying to find it, if I can. It's somewhere around here. Let me step off camera and measure it. That's just a rough estimation, so it's not pinpoint scientifically accurate. Alright, so I just measured it, and for you metric guys, I'll let the standard guys do the conversion themselves. 2.5 centimeters is about an inch, so do the math yourself. It is about, point of balance is about 20 centimeters. Which is actually a little bit above average for Shamshir, because usually Shamshir range from like 21.5 to 26.5 point of balance. But I can also be measuring it wrong, because I did point of balance from the cross guard up. So correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah. I would say it's really well balanced, and I'll show a video. I find it interesting. If you have this resting on a corner and you set, like, it's already doing that. You see that? So if I try to rest it on the flat, it rolls back up, which I thought was very interesting. I don't know if that indicates good balance, but I thought it was something interesting that I could share. But overall, I put a decent edge on it, and I really like it. Compared to my other Shamshir, I think this is my favorite one. Just the look of it. The scabbard is nice. The steel seems to be tough already. I need to fix my tip on it. And yeah, overall, I really quite like it quite a bit. And soon I will be doing a cutting test with it. I'm going to be cutting with the Yalman and the edge, of course. And yeah, this is my initial review. One thing I do want to say, set her down there. That scared me. Something fell over there. Is the scabbard is very light. The only thing that I can complain is very minor. So there's some stitching right here, And this is coming off because the quillions of the crossguard are pushing it away, and I'll show you. As you can see, it's pushing it away. So that's my only minor complaint about this, is that stitching. I think it would be better to glue the fabric and then stitch it along this back edge right here. Other than that, it's an excellent sword, and it's my favorite one so far. Thank you very much for watching. You have a good rest of your day.